VASAB is the organization which takes care of spatial planning of which means of the spatial dimension of development in the region.
VASAB is about planning the future. Planning is always about future, and VASAB is a forum where we can exchange our knowledge, our understanding, our expertise and our experience on spatial issues. And of course, not only on planning, but also on spatial development, which maybe is nowadays more important than it was in the very beginning of VASAB cooperation. It was something very new and unique, because in the Baltic Sea region there had been quite a lot of cooperation on different sectors, but there were not any kind of cooperation on spatial issues, and VASAB was in that sense a pioneering work and pioneering forum for that kind of cooperation.
This was a time of falling of the Iron Curtain. And this was, I think, that's the main motive of Scandinavian countries to bring back their way of thinking to the former Soviet Union part of Europe. And spatial planning was one of this.
It was very interesting, it was very exciting to start cooperation with people from the countries we had never met in our life, and we didn't know about this other part of our Baltic Sea region.
I don't know whether they realized that planning has a very bad connotation. So I remember when they came to us with the message about planning, we were shocked, because we tried to get rid of it.
It was, yes, something very, very new. We had to change our thinking from this planning which is coordinated from the top level to use that planning can be also organized on local level and regional, and also sure at national.
VASAB is really trying to show that spatial planning is a neutral, horizontal tool. It's stressing it all the time, which is very different from the approaches in many countries.
Of course, we wanted to cooperate. So the first thing was to cooperate and to learn, and to be part of the joint Europe. It was something new. It was exciting, you know, to have a vision, entire vision, and this was also a new planning document, because before in our part we have only plans, and this was a vision.
To my mind, the most important papers have been and still are those vision papers, where VASAB has created new kind of comprehensive understanding on the long-term future of this region. And those papers, those documents, they are very unique even now. The first paper from 1994, it was some kind of revolution in this area.
It was recognized in this document that there is a need for fast railway line on the eastern side of the Baltic Sea region, and now we have still the same wish and the same need to have this. Now it's called Rail Baltica, this line.
When EU decided to make this money available for Baltic cooperation, from one side it was inspired by VASAB, and from the other it was pushed by VASAB.
I would say that the VASAB initiative somehow put the sea really on the table for the European countries.
We received money to bring to our table of discussions the really important actors and sectors, because Commission was, I would say, 8 years after us. So this is an unbelievable achievement.
VASAB has very important role, maybe even the main role in coordinating MSP in the Baltic Sea region?
I think that VASAB is playing really very important role as a platform for spatial planners where they can meet each other and they can exchange experience and knowledge. This network of planners, it's very crucial. It helps planners in each country just to be more confident.
VASAB is not just the cooperation, it could be the friendship between the countries around the Baltic Sea, in the Baltic Sea region, where you can approach your colleagues to ask the things you really are interested in.
My hope is that the VASAB will continue. That's my great hope, for very simple reason, because it's the best and very cheap way that all persons responsible for spatial development in the region, they know each other. And sometimes they must go spend together one day and drink a beer, okay? Very simple, but not very expensive.
VASAB's most important role also in future, and I really believe that it will be an important one, is to increase the understanding of the importance of comprehensive planning and comprehensive development of this kind of region.
VASAB can do now is, I would say, advancement of clear examples, like this maritime spatial planning, that something can be achieved. We must be much more concrete. We should not stay on the conceptual level. We must bring those issues to the stage of realization. Achievement, I would say, it was this maritime spatial planning, because this was done here. It was a first statement. We made a first plan and we implemented it. So it was one of the, I would say, few issues that I can say we put from the conceptual phase into the reality.